For those of you that don't know, I'm a sim racer and rental karting driver. I have lots of experience on the simulator and a decent amount of time in rental karts, but I've never had a chance to drive a proper racing kart before, as me and my family can't afford one right now. Recently, a great opportunity came up when Attaq Karting was visiting Llandow, which is my closest outdoor circuit. Attaq Karting is a company that rents racing karts out to drivers. They do test sessions like the one I'm doing today, and also rent them out to race in championships. I used to drive rental karts at Llandow when I first started karting a few years ago, but unfortunately the company who owned the track went bankrupt and had to sell it. The track is still running for owner drivers nowadays, but they don't supply rental karts anymore, which is a shame. I wanted to get the most out of this test session, so I used KartSim to practice. I'm planning to make a separate video on how I use the sim to practice for events like these, so make sure to like and subscribe so you can watch them as soon as they come out. It was supposed to rain today, so I did most of my practice in wet conditions. It only took an hour of sunshine for the track to dry, and by the time I was going out, it was completely bone dry.
Okay, right then. So remember, we go down once to energise the system, once again to start it. Now just gently squeeze the accelerator as it starts.
I was sharing the kart with another driver who was a lot shorter than me, and it meant that the seating position wasn't perfect. But to be honest, once I got out onto the circuit, I didn't really notice. I honestly cannot compare this kart to anything I've driven before. The speed, grip and sound was incredible. It felt like a rocket ship on wheels. As it was my first time in the kart, the engine wasn't turned all the way up, but even then I was still reaching a top speed of over 62 miles an hour while I was going down the back straight. This is over twice as fast as the rental karts I drive go. I've never driven this layout off the track before, as the rental karts used a different layout, but I felt super comfortable from lap 1 because of the simulator practice. I was just building my confidence in the first session and getting used to how the kart felt. I guess I got a bit too confident because this happened in my second session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your nose!
Yeah. I got like
Listen a bit, mate. What happened?
I got a snap and it like hit the cones and the nose just went bent down into the ground.
Ah, right. Okay. We haven't got spare nose.
I got a big snap which sent me into the cones. Fortunately there was only damage to the nose and the mechanics were able to quickly change it, but by the time it was all sorted, the session had ended. I was pretty annoyed with myself that I'd wasted half of the session, but after this crash, to my surprise, I was actually a lot more comfortable pushing the kart. I was able to beat my PB in the last session and got a 47 flat, which meant I was the fastest driver in that kart at that point in time. The mechanics were super impressed with that time, and I'm really happy with it as well, especially considering I'm a lot taller than the other drivers, which adds weight and changes the balance of the kart, and my seating position wasn't perfect. I learned so much today, and I'm hoping that this experience will also help me with the owner driver karts I'm driving in the KartSim Esports Championship. This kart honestly blew my mind, and the craziest part was that it wasn't even the fastest kart that these guys rent out. I have a lot more videos that I plan to make on this test, but that's it for now. I honestly cannot put into words how cool this experience was. Here's my fastest lap of the day. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.